Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Learning Class, the podcast where you improve your English through real conversations and meaningful topics.
Hi, everyone. We're so glad you're here. Today's topic is serious, emotional, and very important. We're going to talk about war.
Yes, war is a difficult subject, but it's something that affects history, countries, families, and individuals. So today, we'll talk about war in a thoughtful way, focusing on vocabulary, opinions, emotions, and human experiences.
This lesson is perfect for intermediate and upper intermediate learners who want to speak about global issues confidently and respectfully.
Hannah, let's start with a simple question. What is war?
War is a large-scale conflict between countries, groups, or nations. It usually involves military forces, weapons, and violence.
Yes, it's an organized conflict, not just a small fight. War often lasts months or years, and it can change the world. Vocabulary: conflict, a serious disagreement or fight. Military, the armed forces of a country. Nation, a country. Violence, physical force that causes harm.
Wars can start for many reasons: political power, territory, religion, resources, or ideology.
And sometimes wars begin because of misunderstandings, fear, or competition between leaders.
Hannah, are all wars the same?
No, not at all. There are different types of war. 1. Civil war, a war between groups inside the same country. 2. World war, a large war involving many countries across different continents. 3. Cold war, a conflict without direct fighting, but with political tension, threats, and competition.
For example, the World War I and World War II changed global history dramatically.
Yes, and the Cold War was different because the main powers didn't fight directly, but there was tension for decades.
Let's talk about causes. Why do wars begin?
Many wars start because of power and control. Leaders may want more land, more influence, or more resources, like oil or water.
Sometimes war begins because of nationalism, when people strongly believe their country is superior.
Another cause is political disagreement. If diplomacy fails, conflict may become violent. Expression: diplomacy fails. Peaceful discussion does not solve the problem.
It's tragic when communication breaks down and violence becomes the solution.
Hannah, when we talk about war, we must talk about the human cost.
Yes, soldiers lose their lives, civilians suffer, families are separated. Vocabulary: civilian, a person who is not a soldier. Refugee, a person forced to leave their country because of danger. Casualty, someone injured or killed in war.
War destroys homes, schools, hospitals, and entire cities.
And beyond physical damage, there is emotional trauma. Trauma, deep emotional pain caused by shocking or frightening experiences.
Children growing up in war zones may experience fear, anxiety, and long-term psychological effects.
Hannah, imagine you are a young girl living in a country during war. What might your life look like?
I might wake up to the sound of sirens instead of birds. I might not go to school because it's unsafe.
You might worry about your family every day.
Yes, and simple things like electricity, clean water, or food might not be available.
That shows us something important. War affects ordinary people the most.
Today, we see wars through television and social media.
Yes, and sometimes information can be biased. Vocabulary: propaganda, information used to influence people's opinions. Bias, unfair preference or opinion.
So, it's important to check facts and understand different perspectives.
This is a difficult question. Can war ever be justified?
Some people believe in defensive war, when a country protects itself from attack.
Others believe war is never the right solution.
It depends on personal beliefs, ethics, and political views.
Useful phrases for discussion. In my opinion, from a moral perspective, it depends on the situation. There are arguments on both sides. Hannah, after every war, people hope for peace.
Peace means more than the absence of war. It means safety, stability, and cooperation.
Vocabulary, ceasefire, an agreement to stop fighting. Treaty, a formal agreement between countries. Reconciliation, restoring friendly relations.
Rebuilding after war can take decades.
But history also shows that peace is possible. Let's practice emotional expressions. Hannah,
I feel heartbroken when I see images of destroyed cities.
it's devastating to think about innocent lives being lost.
I hope future generations will live in a more peaceful world.
Hannah, do you think war is sometimes unavoidable?
I believe it should always be a last resort.
What do you mean by last resort?
It means after all peaceful solutions have failed.
Fight an uphill battle, face a difficult challenge. Battle of opinions, strong disagreement. War of words, angry argument without physical fighting.
For example, learning English can feel like an uphill battle, but don't give up. Nice connection to our listeners. Why do you think wars still happen today? Do you believe humans will ever live in a world without war? How can ordinary people promote peace? Pause the podcast and try to answer in English.
Even though war is dark and painful, there is always hope.
History shows that after destruction, rebuilding begins.
Human education, communication, and empathy are powerful tools for peace.
And learning English helps people connect across cultures.
Exactly. Language builds bridges.
Today, we discussed what war is, why it happens, its impact on humanity, and the importance of peace.
Remember, this topic is serious, so always speak respectfully and thoughtfully.
Thank you for learning with English Learning Class.
Keep practicing, keep improving, and we'll see you in the next episode.